Hello and welcome to this episode of Creating with Howcraft. My name is Denise Yesbach-Moore with howcraftcollection.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create my vintage vibe bracelet. The tools and supplies you will need to create this project are wire cutters, 2 chain nose pliers, round nose pliers. This design was created using copper tone components, so we need head pins and eye pins, a lobster clasp, 12mm jump ring. This is a copper tone metal filigree just added to the website. We have a multi-mix of turquoise dyed reconstituted stone. These come in a value bundle and there's all different shapes and sizes. We have these little turquoise dyed rondells, topaz coated Czech glass 8mm beads, and we will be using 28 gauge wire. A complete list of the jewelry making supplies and beads, along with printable PDF instructions, can be found on howcraftcollection.com. Search Vintage Vibe Bracelet. The first thing I like to do when I'm working with a filigree is I'm looking where I'm going to connect this stone, which is right at the top right here. And I like to take my round nose pliers and just kind of flip it around, make sure that it's nice and flat. So when we go to connect, there's no little pieces that are sticking out, and the wraps, whoops, will look nicer. We're gonna pick up our 8-inch length of 28 gauge wire, and we're just going to pass it through right there. And I'm going to hold this end, move it over, pass the other side through. And then I'm going to move this side over to this side. And I want to make sure that that wire is up on the top because we want the wrap to come down because we're going to be adding that bead. We're going to pass it through, pull it tight, come around to the front, let's move it back up, pass the wire back through, making sure it's laying flat. And we're going to come back around, and we're going to do this one more time to secure the wire. And we are going to pass it back through and then pull it down. Come around to the other side. We're going to grab our wire cutters, trim that little end, grab our chain nose pliers, and tap it down. Now that our wire is nice and tight, we're going to come to the other side, pick up our turquoise dyed oval, and we're going to slide that down to the end. And I'm just kind of holding the oval with my finger. I'm going to pass the wire through, flip it around, make sure it's nice and tight. We're going to pass the wire back through, kind of moving it as we go to secure it. Flip it around, pull it a little bit, and then we're going to pass it back through again. Flip it around. Pass the wire back through. Making sure our wire does not twist. Flip it around, and we're going to do it one more time just to make sure it's nice and secure. We're going to move it a little bit. Come over to the back side. Trim that little end. We're going to tap it down, and then what I like to come in and just tap it down so this wire bends right here to make sure that it's nice and secure. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create our little dangles. We have actually 3 of these dangles, 2 here and 1 on the 12mm jump ring. So I'm going to pick up a head pin, and I am going to string a rondell, Czech glass 8mm, topaz coated, and then the turquoise rondell, and we're going to form a simple loop. We're just bending that wire down, grabbing our wire cutters. We're going to trim that little end, and we are just rolling the wire towards us, forming our simple loop. So now we're going to create this little dangle. So we are going to grab our head pin, and we're going to pick up one of the turquoise larger rondelles, and then a small turquoise rondelle, and we're going to form a simple loop same way. We're going to bend that wire down. We're going to trim that little end with our wire cutters. We're going to come back in with our round nose pliers, and we are just rolling the wire towards us, creating our simple loop. Now that we've created all of our dangles, we're going to attach them to our filigree centerpiece. This is how you open and close a loop. We're just going to open it, find the bottom side, close that loop, pick up our second dangle, open that loop, find the opening on the other side of the filigree, come back in, grab it, close that loop, our little side dangles, we're going to open it, go to the hole that's next to the other dangles, and we're going to grab it and close that loop. Last one. We're going to open it, come over to the other side, turn it around, grab it, and close the loop. Now we're going to create our chain. We're going to chain the beads together. To save time, I already created these loops. So we're just going to attach it, grab it, close that loop, grab the next one, open it, attach it, close the loop. We're going to open this loop, attach it, close the loop. There's our little chain. We're going to come over to the other side. We're going to open that loop. We're going to find the side center, pass the loop through, come back over, and close the loop. Now I'm going to grab my other chain that I already created, and we are going to open that loop, grab our bracelet, find the center side, come back over, and close that loop. Now we're going to come back in and we're going to pick up our jump ring. This is how you open and close a jump ring. You never pull it apart. It's always side to side. So we're going to open it and we're going to grab that other dangle that we created earlier. And we're going to attach it and close the loop. We're going to go over to the other side of the bracelet. We're going to open the loop, grab our lobster clasp, and close the loop. And there you have it, how to create my vintage vibe bracelet. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe at Howcraft USA. Click the little bell button so that you will receive notifications on when we post new videos. Follow us on Instagram at Howcraft Collection Beads. Be sure to visit howcraftcollection.com for more inspirational DIY projects and for all your jewelry making needs. New beads are added weekly, and each week howcraftcollection.com features a fabulous new sale. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.